Hi, I'm going to jump on the bandwagon and share some of my struggles that I had when I first started as a coach. So, I had already used all the products and I loved everything about Beachbody, but the idea of being a salesperson and sharing all of that with people was really scary to me. And I just decided that I was going to say, you know what, screw it. Who cares what other people think? And I'm just going to, share everything and do everything. I definitely did get some negative comments back from friends and such, but that wasn't really the biggest struggle for me. I feel like my biggest struggle was the belief in this actually working for me. I enjoyed what I was doing, but I wasn't really making much money to put behind my efforts and my time commitment. So, I mean, obviously, that's really frustrating. Maybe even your first full year or more, it's like you're not really making much income. And when you average it out, it's like I just worked 15 hours this week and I made $14. Like, that sucks. Even though I enjoy what I'm doing and I enjoy talking with people and posting and all of that, um, creating income from this opportunity was a big thing for me because I did want to quit my job. I did want to, live that financial freedom life that I saw my brother and stuff doing. So there were definitely days where it felt very discouraging to put in all of this time and effort and not really see the financial gains behind it. I obviously enjoyed doing this more than going and picking up a second job at a clothing store or whatever, but I am a money driven person, so it was a struggle for me to put in all that time and effort and not see the financial gains behind it. Really, for the first full year, that was definitely an issue I had with with myself. I would call my mom all the time and be like, I don't know if this is working. Like, it's not working for me. Like, maybe I should get a second job. Like, why, I'm not making much money and everything. Even though I enjoyed what I was doing, you still want to see the financial gains behind the effort and everything that you're putting in. So that was a huge struggle for me. There were, weeks where I would not do as much because my last week's paycheck wasn't that great. I didn't share a lot of that with other people, and I did still not really miss a day of doing something, but I wasn't 100% passionate or, I guess, driven every single day to put in the effort. And I mean, I still see those struggles. It's very discouraging when somebody quits and you put in that effort and time with them, or you work so hard with somebody and then they decide to sign with somebody else, or and so on. Like, it's discouraging. It's hard. But the biggest thing for me is thinking beyond just that moment that you're in, and seeing the bigger picture. You're going to lose coaches. You're going to have people, say they're going to do something and they don't. You're going to have people who are really into the business and doing really well, and then they just fall off. Those are just struggles that you're going to have to overcome, and just continue to believe in yourself. Even when you're not making a lot of income or you don't feel like you're making a difference in somebody's life. Every little moment does matter. And I think that was the big changing point for me, was 100% believing in myself, regardless of what everyone else was doing. Um, Setting goals for yourself and, seeing other people crush them when your goal seems so small and you're not hitting that goal, it's discouraging. But you have to think about yourself and not what everyone else is doing, and believe 100% in the process, even when it's not working at this moment. And being willing to change things up and seek people for advice and stuff. So, belief is huge. And I feel like my first full year, I barely read personal development. I rarely got on calls and stuff. And from my 1 year point to now I'm hitting my 2 years in this business. This last year has been insanely different than my first year, because I really tapped into personal development, getting on calls and getting over the fact that I don't know, that I was putting in more effort than I felt like I should be getting back at that moment. So believe in yourself, continue to do things even when you don't feel like they're working, and just think of the big picture, your why, writing out goals and writing your why everywhere, and making sure that whoever is significant in your life, they know what your goals are, so that they're on board with you and they're there to help and encourage you as well. Hopefully that was helpful. Sorry, it's kind of long. Bye.